3, 2, 1.
All right, let's get into this intuitive reading, this intuitive message for Nika Busy and the 10 editions. Is that her name? Nika Busy Life and 10 editions. One of the subscribers asked and requested it. I am catching up. I'm going to do a Be Love's Life today as well, so be on the lookout for that. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot and sometimes it's not. You have to watch the video to the end. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're always here, welcome back, okay? So Nika Busy Life and 10 editions. Nika, thank you, Spirit. 5 is significant. I don't know why the number 5 is popping up. Okay. All right, so Spirit is acknowledging that she has an energy of obliviousness, naivete, inexperience, gullibility, study, and apprenticeship is needed. Like a turnip just falling off the truck, just fell off a turnip truck. So it's very naive and oblivious on the surface, okay? Very naive and oblivious on the surface. Like, I don't really know, how did this happen? I wasn't aware of it. It didn't dawn on me kind of energy. Subconsciously, this is in regards to a relationship, 2 peas in a pod. There is water here, so it could be a water sign or it could just be emotional, but soul partnership, resonance, true love, mirror match, blessings, and a life mate. So there's some inconsistencies with a relationship here, and she's coming off as very naive and oblivious, but there is something that she does know, but it behooves her. You know, my ancestors, they like them big words. It kind of fancies her. I don't know why. We going back now, but it fancies her to act like this. It kind of allows her to continue to be in this light, to play damsel in distress. Thank you, Spirit. But Spirit is also acknowledging that she likes to hear. Total content is a yes, success, wishes granted, mastery, joyous resolution. Well, that just does my pickle. I do have the crazy eyes, so it is acknowledging big, wide eyes, big eyes, but also crazy eyes. Okay, so there's something a little off in regards to this energy. This could be a mental energy that is a tad off. This could be cognitive. Okay, Spirit's getting deep now, but there is an inability to properly process, and it's not all her fault. Okay, it's not all her fault. There is something going on here in the mental aspect. Spirit is acknowledging moving in love and light. Spirit is also acknowledging that she needs to focus forward, that there are going to be mountains. So there's going to be ups and downs, but this is the university of the universe. I always tell you guys that, so buckle up and get ready. Enjoy the ride. This is her life. This is her choice, and she makes the choices, and then it resolves in whether that's good karma or bad karma. But, you know, I always say in this realm, we have the power of choice. So focus forward, anticipate good things, but just have anticipation, have that energy of anticipation, potential. Keep your eyes on the prize. Choices are very magnified in this, because it's not somebody else's fault. It's really the energy that occurs consequently to your choices. Okay, surprises. So there are some surprises around the corner for her. All right, moving in love and light. What does she need to focus on, Spirit? One card, please. What does she need to focus on? Thank you. Okay, so there's some more water sign energy. I do see a butterfly, which lets me know that there's some form of transformation. Thank you, Spirit. I do see the number 3 here at the very bottom, but it is a water sign. So we're talking about emotional, or we're talking about a water sign element. Okay, but again, that butterfly lets me know that there's some transformation here. An important hunch, psychic abilities, channeling source. Your intuition is on point. There is more than what meets the eye. Second time we hear something about the eye. Eyes are the windows to the soul. Thank you, Spirit. The Spirit is also acknowledging that she needs to open up her third eye and get that intuition in gear. Get it in gear right now, because there's something coming. Like I said, surprises, and you want to make sure that you are very keen and aware to what is happening in your surroundings in this situation. This card means that the truth is not physically obvious. You are being called to exercise your sixth sense. Okay, so that's what I was trying to say, that third eye. Thank you, Spirit. Look for signs from your guides, ancestors, and higher powers that you are on the right path. And so they are acknowledging that there is something that she's not focusing on, that she's not paying attention to, but we all have ancestors, we all have guides, and they are here to help us. Now, on the bottom of the deck, subconsciously, this has to do with the burden. So she is burdened. There is something that is weighing her down, keeping her in the bed, making her not want to get out of bed, making her kind of loathe in sadness. This is some earth sign energy. So it could be an earth sign element, or it could just be this energy of not being a conformist, like wanting to be a non-conformist and being a stickler to what it is that you want and not seeing the other options. Okay. So burnout, overwhelming responsibilities, energy crash. It's time to find a more sustainable work-life balance. This card is a confirmation confirmation that you have too much on your plate and feel stretched too thin. You may feel buried by obligation and distanced from your joy, okay? Spirit said, listen, the cards don't lie. You're going to find a real deal truth with me, okay? I say to the ancestors, I say to the universe. And Spirit is also acknowledging that she has too many attachments, okay? And this is, again, earth sign energy. So this is a non-conformist kind of energy, but it's also an earth sign element. Lust, materialism, obsession, addiction. This card means you've become so attached to what a specific relationship, second time we hear that, job or earthly possession says about you, that you've forgotten who you are. Do you truly love someone or something, or are you attached to prestige and instant gratification? Relinquishing your power to smallness is sacrificing what you want the most, okay? I say to the ancestors, I say to the universe. So there's a lot there, and it feels like there's a lot to unpack. And I guess, you know, if I do another reading, we'll dive a little bit deeper. But right now, Spirit, we just want to see what her energy is currently for Nika, also known as Nika, Busy Life, and 10 editions. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so we do have the signs in reverse. And so Spirit has already acknowledged that she's not listening to the signs. And so here we go again with the signs in reverse. We do have the number 11. And again, something is coming. What I'm not sure. We have to let the universe do what the universe does. But they're trying to give you signs that it's approaching. So not paying attention to the signs, ignoring the red flags, neglect, distractions, ignoring your calling, important signs, missing the message, ignoring the signs. So Spirit has said that 3 times, okay? So you really need to pay attention to the signs. Here's a song. It's coming. And it walked into my eyes. I saw the signs. You know, I get music. I get downloads all the time. Okay, so Nika, Busy Life, and 10 editions. 10 editions? Is it 10 editions? Edition? 1 card, please, Spirit. Thank you. Moving in love and light. Okay, it says follow the leader in reverse. Reverse, the follow the leader card offers a gentle push to get up and take the lead. In a relationship, 3rd time we hear relationship or partnership, be the one to voice what must be said. Muster your courage and speak your needs aloud. Affirm what you like and what you feel. Don't just hope for someone else to fix the problems you see. If your inquiry is about a career or project, you must take the initiative to draw up a proper plan. And if it's about a personal relationship, you must clear your own intentions and desires. You must be clear about your own intentions and desires. Boldly begin a discussion about how things really are and how to make the situation work for the highest good of all. Do this as soon as possible. Do this as soon as possible. Do this as soon as possible. This is a sign. You may be pleasantly surprised, 2nd time we hear surprised, by the results. Okay, but it said you have to do that right now. Are you willing to do it right now? What's the tea with Nika? Thank you, Spirit. I heard you. Thank you. All right, so Spirit is acknowledging that, I don't know, I've never read on her before. I mean, this was requested. Thank you, Spirit. That there's a divorce or a breaking of a contract. So there's a breaking of a relationship. And due to this breaking of the contract of a relationship, a marriage, etc., there's an energy of her just falling apart, falling into pieces and all torn up. And this has evidence of red lipstick stains, which means evidence of cheating. In the middle of the deck, this is acknowledging that if this person is saying that they're going to the gym, they're doing more than just going to the gym. They stay in long hours and they're doing more than just staying at the gym. Also, the apology is a fake apology and it needs to be in the trash. Okay, throw things away. We do have a fire sign element, so this could be very passionate, but also very chaotic, or fire sign element. But throwing things away and trying to get rid of and tossing it out. And it appears that there's something that's you're keeping a secret. Either your partner is keeping you a secret from you, keeping you a secret, but there's a female here being kept a secret. Could be you, could be a third party. It could be, it's very, very interesting, okay? And Spirit is also acknowledging that there's drugs involved. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. And you're focusing on family time and you're focusing on trying to keep a promise, but people are actually watching the shit go down and enjoying the gossip. They're watching your life play out like a movie, and the police are going to get involved, sending you love and light. There is insecurity. And again, listen, again, Spirit is acknowledging that this is like a movie date. Either someone is doing something outside of your relationship, going on a date, but it feels like the energy of people actually sitting down and just watching your life and popping popcorn and throwing it back, like watching you as a movie. But this layered, so it could also mean that someone is stepping outside. Again, like a third party kind of energy is what's coming around me. And it also is acknowledging like getting played, manipulation, lies, controlling, and pulling the strings. So sending you love and light. Okay, so there's something else that needs to be said about this situation. So give me 1 second. The person that requested this reading said her daughter Naya. So what's the energy between Nika and Naya? Nika and Naya. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so somebody got caught up finding evidence, getting caught, and cheating. Someone is acknowledging that there's something here. And this is the third time we hear the word cheating. So I don't know if Naya found out about it, but there's an energy of somebody getting caught. Okay. And then someone is also suffering from a depression. Someone is also acknowledging that there's a pregnancy test, unsure, pregnancy scare, positive or negative, sending you love and light. And Spirit is also acknowledging in the middle of the deck that you need to be focusing on your children and co-parenting. And that is where it needs to be. So sending Naya love and light, sending Nika love and light, but there's an energy of someone getting caught up, and Spirit is just acknowledging like this isn't the time to do that. This is a time to parent. This is a time to be a parent. This is a time to be a good parent. Okay, sending you love and light. All right, so Nika, current energy. Nika, current energy. All right, so Spirit is acknowledging that there's a voodoo practice, power, spell work, beliefs, and rituals. If the card comes out, that means you do it. It is what it is. But I always tell people, hey, if you're going to do it, if you're asking for protection, that's one thing, but you have to have a positive intention. And again, when people play with magic, it could be as simple as the words that you speak. When you say, I bind, gag, and cease the mission of the enemy, that is a spell, okay? But there is a positive intent around it. Bind, gag, and cease them. Keep them away from me. I don't wish them any harm. I just want them to stay away from me. Do you understand? So that is like a positive spell if you have it. I just call it words of wisdom. Okay. But it is what it is. So make sure that it's positive, because it feels negative, and it also feels like you play with that. You play in that, and be careful. And Spirit says that this has something to do with you wanting someone back, having regrets, missing you, sadness, and sleepless nights. So if you're using this as a love spell, always say, hey, whatever you put out comes right back. And you have to let people live their lives and make their own choices and make their own decisions, because when you alter their path, they come back to bite you in the ass. They do. They do. I'm not gonna say what I was going to say. Anyway, but Spirit is acknowledging that there's this energy in this relationship, whatever relationship that you're trying to keep. It's very bossy. Somebody's coming up as bossy. The powerful man in reverse. He's very bossy, egotistical, and aggressive. So be careful with that. Spirit said, what's going on with Nika and Naya? They said Naya's her daughter. Okay, so there's secret, silence, burdens, quiet, lock and key. There's something that somebody doesn't want to get out to the public. And so they feel very burdened with their issue. I see green, so this is the heart chakra. Spirit is also acknowledging subconsciously that this has to do with a silver fox. Someone who is age, mature, clever, charming, and experienced. He sees regrets again. Regrets, irrationality, promiscuity, a stranger. Talking about a one-night stand. Spirit is also acknowledging that someone is trying to release this bad behavior, and they are aware of the toxicity and manipulation. Second time we hear manipulation with addiction in reverse. Spirit is acknowledging that this was very rushed and impulsive, and somebody was trying to was very reluctant to acknowledging that they have priorities, but they're reluctant to acknowledging these priorities, and the relationship is very rocky. Please be careful with this energy, okay? Spirit is also acknowledging that someone is very complacent in between Naya and Nika, a rule follower, indifference, ego, and a stickler. So somebody's being complacent and somebody's being a rule follower, but there's indifference here and there's ego here, okay? And someone is acknowledging that they want revenge, and this is matter of the heart, passionate though, newness, revenge, body, luxury, reaching goals, and sudden success. So be on the lookout for that energy. I'm sending you love and light. All right, so let's get the tarot cards out. Current energy for Nika. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so we do have that she's easily distracted, that she's lazy, and there's boredom in her energy with the Page of Wands in reverse. And this is due to a lack of a father figure in the home, poor planning, and abuse of power by a father figure with the Emperor in reverse. In the middle of the deck, with the Queen of Swords, she's a protective person. She's independent. She likes to laugh. That's acknowledging that she's a mother. She has a sense of humor, and that she is open-minded. That's what we're not seeing. What is Nika's biggest obstacle? Thank you, Spirit. Three of Wands. A big obstacle is poor planning, limitations, and delays. Another big obstacle, I read big obstacle in reverse, is having to return home, delays. Second time we hear that, and nowhere to go. And in the middle of the deck, another big obstacle for her with the Ace of Wands is a lack of energy, no passion, and boredom. Second time we hear boredom. So again, Spirit is just acknowledging that this is not all her doing. There is a chemical imbalance. There is something here that Spirit is acknowledging that is not completely her control. Do you understand? So there's also acknowledging in the middle of the deck that there is a fear, a lack of confidence, and self-doubt as a big obstacle, and that this has to do with the Seven of Swords, ignoring red flags. Third time we hear that. There's going to be a confession, and she is going to get outsmarted by this energy. What's next for Nika? Ooh. Okay, so what's next? Recklessness, arrogance, and violence with the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. The Six of Swords, trying to overcome obstacles, trying to seek guidance, trying to travel, moving forward, and also running away. So leaving even though you don't want to because of your reckless behavior, because of your arrogance, and because of some violence that is around you. In the middle of the deck, this is going to send her with an energy of giving up, paranoia, and stubbornness with the Knight of Wands. There's a lot of fire sign energy, chaos, passion, fire sign element, okay? What's next with Nika and Naya? Ooh, thank you, Spirit. So it keeps acknowledging that there's a man in between these women. Like there's a man that keeps coming up. But the King of Pentacles, there's a mature man who's reaching his goals, businessman, stability, empire. Okay. Spirit is acknowledging that he's well endowed. Subconsciously, Spirit is also acknowledging that this energy between them leaves them very unfocused amongst them. There's an unfocused energy amongst Naya and Nika because of him. There's also some bullying energy and a missed opportunity with the Knight of Swords, air sign energy. So always thinking, always trying to foresee what's coming next. Could even have an ability to kind of tap into their psychic awareness, spiritual energy. If you understand, you understand. But yeah, or it could just be an air sign, like just a straight up air sign element. But in the middle of the deck, there is going to be justice with these two women. Spirit said, they said mother and daughter. So legal matters, fairness, honesty, cause and effect, justice, and consequences. There will be consequences. What goes around comes around. Okay. So now we sit back and let the universe do what the universe does.